Mist of Hallucination. When you first suggested getting a mannequin, I thought you were joking. I wasn't. It was useful for finishing Claire's dress, wasn't it? Yes, it was, but I hardly expect you to consider such matters. Now that the dress is done, we could dispose of it. No, I have use for it just as soon as I finish this formula. Should I be alarmed? No, or maybe only a little. I wonder if this is going to be an invisibility cloak to help them sneak around. Oh no. This is where two of the same get promoted once to get to 10. Hopefully this shape is quite easy to make. And we need to get this on both sides of it. That is an interesting sort of a task. We could also make this part and then swing it around for that side as well. That would make more sense than kind of making the zigzag and trying to figure out how to tack the other one on the other side. So I'm gonna start there. We'll have, I guess we'll start with one because it makes the most sense. This might need to wait off for a little bit, unsure. But this would be a good spot for throwing that in. I was thinking just in terms of like the access of the different metals. It'll go up and actually go down twice right after. That's when one will be able to pick up, go down one, release it, and actually come back up the other way twice. 1, 2. Grab that, go once, twice to the right, and then start again. I think I want something else to grab this. It puts it into the first one, comes back to get the air, which is what I want to kind of cut out. I want her to get this one, throw it down, and then come back up to put it up here to make for this half, or not half, I guess quarter. Third, it's a solid third. Because I think waiting for it to go all the way around is going to take too much time. So because of that, let's throw it on a track. It'll be like this, and then it'll come down here. I think that might be faster. Let's try it out. I guess it can start right away. Pick up, minus, minus. Come back. I think we're gonna need a piston arm for this. Because I think the assembly will probably be to the right of this thing. We're gonna have it pick up, retract, and twist. A little bit too early. And that means we can bring one back. Potentially at the same timing. Yeah, it gets it out of the way pretty quick. Because after that we're going to want to have a double air made. And then to have this one kind of situated over here. Because it's made so quickly. Let's have it go twice to the right to give us a little more space. How do we want this situated? If this is up and down here, we want the air to be here. So once it comes back, we want to have it grabbed, brought back, going the other way. Let's see how this goes. We've got that one in place. Oh, let's throw this out even more. This is also kind of ridiculous. So let's see if we can find another way to do it. The first one's out the gate. Let's get rid of 5 and see where we're at again. Because I think that approach was maybe not what we wanted. Yeah, I've found that like repeating the actual sequence is more useful. This is the step that I want it to be moved. If, let's see, if this stays here, that won't work. This could work because then 5 will rotate it once, go back to where it came from, pick it up. This is fine with all this extra space because I need a double air soon. So from here, it would pick this up. It would also rotate it once, at least once or twice. Let's see how that goes. It actually has to get twisted back the other way so that it doesn't collide again. And then keep going in that direction. No. I think it might have to pick it up, swing it out, and just drop it to come back. And have another arm do that. Yeah, I think this is the way it's gonna have to be. So once it gets dropped off, we're gonna want to move it out of the way. And retract it. Then we're gonna want to at least release it, then go down one. Whoop. Pick it up. With this idea, I think this is where I'd want the final bond to be, right? Because it'll be going this way, and then we'll want this one here. So once this is picked up, we'll actually want to pick it up by this, I think. Then rotate it once. And then retract it in. Let's see how this goes. Close, but this needs to wait a little bit. This is 100% what we want, this shape. Now we just need to get this onto it by situating this somehow. So after this is done, it's holding on to the water down here, totally retracted. So we could swing it up once. Go towards the positive side of things. Because this is where we want it to be. But if we start rotating it around stuff, I don't even know if we can get that way without hitting the fifth arm here. What do I want to do now that it's here? We could extend it. See how much space that gives us? That might not be bad, because then maybe we'll be able to attach our last one here, going this way. Let's make sure it makes no other weird bonds somewhere in the molecule that I wasn't thinking of. Yeah, that's fine then. Okay, now that we kind of have a solution going, now to make the air double. We'll want 1 and 2 to be pretty much unmoving. They're the ones that might need that wait command. And 3 as well. Once it comes back, Can we have this 4 get any earlier than it already goes? No, that's pretty well timed. But once it gets back, we're gonna want to have it go 1 to the 1 down and come back. After it goes from here, it grabs, it goes here, right? It doesn't need to go back. It can actually just release it and keep going. 1, 2, 3, and wait for the air to come back. So now it's waiting. It can reach. 1 can just wait and reach for this thing. 4 is gonna bring 1 and 2 down. That's the problem with 1. So this is not what we want, because we want to be able to go 1 down, come back, 1 be ready to grab it, to move it to the bottom bit. 4 should release it. That's when 1 can grab it and go down 2. That's pretty good. When 1 comes down, it's done. And 6 is kind of maneuvering itself back. Where's 5 in this whole process? It resets itself. If 4 goes back to where it kind of was, five could potentially pick it up. Let's see how that goes. I think 5 mistimed its pickup. Let's try again. Oh no, 3 is gonna have to wait for a bit. Can we go the other way instead for 5? It gets that out of the way. Great. I think 6, once it's done, might need to rotate itself clockwise to get even close to it being assembled. Now it's looking this way. Boom, boom, boom. This is where we want the bonding to happen. 5 is in the middle of getting there. What if it extended it twice? It might be in a better spot for the 4th one to come and get it. That's what I was thinking. This way, it can potentially help once everything is kind of close to being assembled. This is where 5 is going. The only way to get it out of there, I think, is through 5. But if instead it gets rotated the other way, maybe it gives 4 some latitude to kind of pick up on it. Which is good because it gets out of the way. I'm not 100% sure what I just did there. Through all of this, I think 5 needs to be a piston arm. For that last bit. Because I think if it could extend, I think that's actually going to solve the last bit of our problem here. Is this what we're looking for? Yes. Reset, reset, reset. These can start resetting itself. And maybe a single arm all the way up here. Can throw it into the final solution for us. Nope, I think it's gonna have to be 6. It might take up too much area. We might want to actually, that could work. Here and release. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a little bit pricey, but I think that's okay. I wonder if at the very end, if I could reduce the area just a little bit by, instead of rotating it, if we could just pivot it once more, what shape that would look like. Nope, that's just going to be the way it is, I think. I think 4 could be a normal arm, though. Slightly lower cost. I think that's as efficient as it's gonna get. During the battle with House Kovan, I created a mist intended on making outposts inaccessible even if we could not adequately defend them. I remember that. Are you planning a similar strategy? Something like that. The enclosed environment here is a better place for it anyway. I still can't imagine it delaying someone for long. It's not really for delaying. We should be long gone before anyone gets there. You have a more obscure purpose in mind? I do. You'll see.